Hey guys, I've recorded a little video that I wanted to do more fall or Thanksgiving types, but I saw How to Drink did rainy day drinks, so I had to completely revamp what I did. So what I'm going to bring to you is drinks to make this Thanksgiving, and let me tell you, there's some bangers on this list. Now, this is going to go in order from my least favorite to my most favorite cocktail in the video. So we don't have to look at it at the end. I'll give you a tasting note during the clip if I can. So without any further rambling, let's get to the video. First on the list is a pumpkin spice martini. So we're going to just put our martini glass back there. We're going to kind of forget what shaker we need, get the little one out. And we're going to go 1.5 ounces of vanilla vodka. I went with the 3 olives for this one, which their flavored vodka is probably the best you can get. We need about 1 ounce of spiced rum. Look at that. Kraken, again, as far as spiced rum goes, Kraken is the best. It's a black rum, but same difference, whatever. Then we need 1 ounce of Domaine de Canton. It's a ginger liqueur, and you can really, that really kind of like powers through the cocktail. Then we need I think this called for a tablespoon, which is a couple of bar spoons of sugar, just white granulated sugar. Perfect right there. Just go ahead and tap that in. And then it called for a tablespoon of pumpkin. I went a little light on this. I think I did like 3/4 of a tablespoon or 2/3. I didn't go with the full tablespoon here. It's all to taste. I suggest going a little bit light when something calls for the pumpkin. And I think I cut it out, but we put a little pumpkin spice in there just dipped the bar spoon in. And it did not call for garnish, but I have a giant martini glass. So I decided to whip up a little bit of homemade whipped cream to top it with. So we went 3 ounces of heavy whipping cream and about 1 ounce of vodka to go with that. So we're going to shake the cocktail, of course, ice in the shaker, strain it out into my oversized martini glass. Get all that deliciousness out of there, just like that. Yeah, buddy. Get all that out of there. And we're going to top it with the homemade whipped cream. Just get that all up on top. And you don't have to do this. Like I said, this is all to taste, but I just put it in there because, yeah, look at that. That's a good shot, too. I'm very happy with that. I'm trying to learn how to do more, zoom in, slow-mo stuff. But this, out of the whole list, this was my least favorite cocktail. But that doesn't mean it was bad. It was still pretty good. This next one is the spicy bourbon beer. And it's pretty straightforward. You get 2 ounces of bourbon. We went with Buffalo Trace here. And we're going to go ahead and get that glass out of the way. Just set it off to the side. Got some nutmeg. We have some maple syrup for this one as well. So we're going to go 2 ounces of the Buffalo Trace. Beautiful pour. I'm complimenting myself, but hey, I deserve it. 2 ounces of Buffalo Trace. Go ahead and spill a good chunk of it because that's what we do here. We spill. We're going to go about 1 ounce of the maple syrup. We went with pure maple syrup because why would you get anything else? I didn't want to pour it in the jigger, so I just I measured about 1 ounce and poured it right into the tin because why would I get the jigger dirty for no reason? And then we need 2 ounces of dark beer. I don't drink dark beer, so I called to a family member, said, hey, let me get a Guinness. And I acquired a Guinness. This one is pretty low on the list, and I think it mostly has to do with the dark beer. I am really not a big dark beer fan. So we're going to go ahead and shake that up. Just a little bit of nutmeg in there too. Shake, shake, shake. We pour into our glass. And then the garnish on this is pretty interesting. It called for a cayenne pepper. I couldn't get any cayenne peppers, so we went with the chipotle pepper and some spicy bourbon beer. The cranberry mojito. pretty straightforward. We're going to load our glass up with mint leaves. They call for about 20, but I just picked and plucked and put in till it looked right. And then we're going to throw some cranberries into the bottom of this glass. Then we're going to do about an ounce of lime juice with that. I don't know if you guys have ever had a mojito, but this, you're going to see why, but I am virulently against building them in the glass now after this. So after all that stuff is in there, we want to activate the mint and kind of get the flavors working together, so we're going to muddle the hell out of it. Then we're going to throw in about an ounce of simple syrup. You'll see this bottle come up a lot on this channel. This is homemade simple syrup, not 1-to-1 sugar to water. This is 2-to-1. 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. It will not go bad. It may crystallize. If it crystallizes, just shake the hell out of it. But yeah, it's a rich, proper syrup, so we went just a little bit under the recommended amount. Stick our ice cubes in there. Then we're going to pour out 2 ounces of our Western Reserve Blanco rum. Go ahead and pour that on top, just like that. Perfect pour. Or silver rum, sorry, Blanco. Silver rum. So I took a sip of this, and I thought, no, we got to shake this up, because all I'm getting is the rum. Everything is sitting at the bottom. I think the thick syrup kind of held everything down. So we're just going to pour the contents into a shaker, get all that stuff out, try to get the rest of that mint out. A little pat, pat right there. Then we're going to shake it up, and you're going to see how excited I get here in a second. See, now this looks a lot better. Some of that ice is more broken up. You got the cranberries right on top next to the mint. I took a sip before I even put it down. And then we have our pumpkin spice old fashioned. Same idea as the one before, but different spirits. So we're going to go 2 ounces of bourbon to start out with. This one we went with Angel's Envy. It has a more of a vanilla taste to it, so the Angel's Envy I think was a good pull here, a good call. We're at 2 ounces of Angel's Envy. Damn, I poured that right to the brim. I'm sure I'm going to spill some of that because, of course, yep, there it goes. 2 ounces of Angel's Envy right in there. We're going to go another little pour of the maple syrup, about an ounce. And then we're going to do just the quarter of a bar spoon of pumpkin spice. Just pumpkin spice. And a little bit of vanilla extract right into the shaker. I'm going to throw our ice in there and give it a shaky shake shake. Oh, right, the pumpkin. Jeez. This called for a tablespoon of pumpkin, which is about 3 bar spoons. So, bam 1, bam 2, bam 3. Get that in there. Get a piece of ice in a glass. We get the ice in the shaker, 1 cubed, 1 whole cubed, and 1 cracked. Dilute and chill the drink at the same time. I think it was the book Liquid Intelligence that said 1 cubed and 1 cracked is the best way to shake a cocktail. Bang, give it a shake. Now we're getting ready to strain it out, and this is where I make an absolute fuck up right here. I wasn't holding the strainer properly and everything fell out. This upset me quite a bit because my work just got trashed. But we reset and try again. Same steps. Give it a shake. Now we're going to give it a proper strain. Held correctly this time. Into our Sinatra Says Comma Club glass. Perfect work. And that is our pumpkin spice old fashioned. Throw some bitters on top. Ooh, Need that Ango in an old-fashioned. This next one is the Oaxacan Coffee. I'm 90% sure I'm saying that properly. 2 ounces of mezcal into a Irish coffee cup. When I tell you this drink was good, this hit all the marks. This was a fantastic cocktail, especially a coffee cocktail. Get 2 ounces of mezcal into our Irish coffee cup, or just a glass coffee mug, I mean, whatever. A hot drink receptacle. Of course, I had to go with a clear one here. We need some chocolate bitters, so we went with Aztec chocolate bitters. Just did a few dashes of that in there. Almost knocked over a bottle of mezcal, because it's what we do here. We spill. Then we're going to need more of that homemade simple syrup. I think we went with about an ounce for this one. We don't want it too sweet. Oh yeah, about a half an ounce actually. We don't want it too sweet. Get that homemade simple in there. Add our coffee. For the coffee, I went with Green Mountain Dark Roast, which is my favorite coffee. And we're going to do about a bar spoon of brown sugar. And just stir that into the coffee. Yep, get that all nice and mixed in. And we're going to top it with whipped cream, which was the end of my whipped cream container at the time of filming this. And then for the garnish with the whipped cream, we're going to put just a little bit of brown sugar on the top there. Look at that cream running. Oh man, this was a solid drink. Then we have the caramel snickerdoodle. This one was my favorite just because it was like a candy drink. It was really good. It had caramel, cinnamon, or as Polly would say, sherminicin. This thing hit all the things, and it had a nice little kick to it as well. I don't know where to put the thing, so I just set it over there. This had a solid kick to it. We're going to go with, I believe I did 2 ounces of heavy whipping cream. Yep, about 2 ounces of heavy whipping cream, or about an ounce and a half. Yeah, it's an ounce and a half of heavy whipping cream. Then I believe I did 3 ounces of the caramel Smirnoff. Yeah, boy, this was... If you're going to make anything off this list, I suggest this one. We're going to do a dash of sherminicin right across the top. Not too much, just a little of sherminicin. Yeah, deliciousness right there. Bang it in, shake it up. Get our glass front and center. Then we're going to garnish it off with some whipped cream and some homemade cinnamon sugar on top of that, just to kind of add to the ness of it. Caramel snickerdoodle. Guys, I hope you enjoy this one, genuinely. Please like, share, do all that stuff YouTube likes as an algorithmic boost in the right direction. That is greatly appreciated. Share it out on your social media, etc., etc. And if you have any suggestions for something you want to see made, please let me know. Have a wonderful day.